Yeah.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
All right, Coach. Well, sunny Southern California is anything but on this afternoon. Gray skies and rain in the forecast here at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Brissett to throw on first. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check.
They run with Hines. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
On the ready.
55. Check. 55. Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. That's the
Look, squeeze.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun throw for Stick. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Eckler. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Mike, 58, right there.
3rd down, they'll throw with Stick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Stick looking to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw on 2nd down as Stick. And this is complete. It's Allen. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
10-2 stop. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Zoo.
Stick from the gun. That's complete right around the 8. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stick, and that is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Go.
Stick looks to throw it again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
On the double. 57, Mike 57. Watch the slip, watch the slip. Check 13, check 13.
On first down, it's Hines. Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
This is Hines. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
We got 4. We got 4.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 14 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Hines. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Set on first down. Forced down, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Watch the safety creep.
Here's Brissett. Buying time to his left. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking deep for him. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Wahoo!
Shift. Kill. Check safety. Check three.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
But we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run again with Hines. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Back. Shift.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The kick by Maher is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down. Stick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
First and 10, Stick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
They can't hang with us. Switch. Kill. Jam.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
It's just me and you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Taylor, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run with Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now a give, right side. Hines, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Colts on third down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Brissett. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stick back to pass. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
58, boy, 58, Mike.
Stick looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On third down, it's Stick. This is Gordon on the dump-off. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Give me that ball. Hey, Alpha. Check three, check three, check three. Check nine. Lead grip.
On fourth down, here's Stick. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 34 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try.
High 7.
Now Stick. Able to get this to Gordon. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Catch made here by Campbell. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Stick looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.